We are live. Thanks a lot to everybody joining. This is Casual CG Podcast. We do this every week, every Monday at 9, twitch.tv/casualcg. But of course, you know that if you're already here. And I think we're in for a really good show today. If you don't know, PAX East has just finished. I just got back to New York today. Sergio Head was able to visit for a day, and I think it was a ton of fun. And we're just going to go over that, not to mention big news. Serge, you want to go ahead with that? Just let everybody know.
No, I just got my Oculus Rift today, actually. So
Nice.
I barely got it, I want to say 3 hours ago. I actually had to wait for the UPS guy to show up at the door. I thought he was going to be here earlier, but unfortunately he came a lot later than I would have liked. So I got the briefest introductions to it while trying to learn how to set everything up and figure it out. But so far so good. I like it. I mean, that's just kind of a preview. I like it so far.
Cool,
Nice.
cool. Yeah, we've been touching on VR at least once every week, so it's nice to see you have it, and of course we expect a full review coming in, so looking forward to that. So where do we want to start? Let's start with what we've been playing lately on and off the console/computer. I myself, like I said, I've been at PAX East, so there's a lot of 3DS work going in there. I've been playing a lot of, hey Kiki, what's going on? Hey Bronx Chica, how you doing? We've been a lot of street passing, getting lots of puzzle pieces, which is insane. It's always amazing that you get a ton of puzzle pieces going in there. And you know, me and Serge got a little Mario Kart in. Me rocking the Shy Guy.
That was pretty fun.
Yeah, I might actually like buy it because it's got to be cheaper now, right? Like, you would think,
Yeah,
so,
no,
but
it
it's
should be.
Nintendo, so it might still be like $30.
It's possible, but I bet you get maybe even a used copy. You don't need a brand new one anyway.
That's true.
Yeah.
I just like my stuff brand new. I do want to support the developers and stuff like that, but I do not want to buy anything off of Nintendo's infrastructure because, as we all know, they don't really have one online infrastructure. So you can buy games, but they're tied to the device that you buy them on. So it's not like if you lose that device or anything happens to that device, you can recover them later like you can with the PlayStation Network. Like over this weekend, my entire memory got corrupted on my Vita. I was wondering why I couldn't play like PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. And so I erased it, and I had really great hotel Wi-Fi, which is something you never hear. I was able to download the game again, and because it's tied to my account, and just like that, just started playing it. I'm playing through it again, getting my Emmett Greaves on, so that's really good. We are... What, a rolling sound?
You need a dice ring.
Oh,
That might be...
Is it picking up? Oh wow. Okay, I'll stop with the dice ring then. I just bought it from PAX East, so you spin it, it's a D20. It'll land on a position. I don't know if it shows up with the arrowheads. It looks like the Price is Right wheel.
Yeah,
but-
it's pretty legit.
Yeah, it is pretty legit. And it gives me something to do on my hands, so it's gonna hear ring, 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 ring all day. So I'll stop that. Let me take it off so I don't do it by accident. What else? Was
I gotta... No, that's what... I know you want to talk about games, but I gotta ask, like, because like it's still fresh in your mind. What was your review of PAX East? Like, what'd you think about it in general?
It's weird because I was speaking with the wife. She was with me, and we were. It sounds like Sonic the Spin Dash, right? I feel like I had a greater control over my PAX East experiences here. When you first go, it's chaotic. You don't really know what to do. You're not really sure how things work. You're just going with the flow, and you're going there super early in the morning. You're leaving super late because you want to take it all in. This is my fourth PAX, I believe. Yeah, my fourth PAX, and it felt so much more controlled to the point where I didn't feel like I had missed out on anything. Yet I still feel like I got to see a lot because right now I have a strong focus on loot and things I can pick up on the fly. So I stopped by the Twitch booth. Twitch had a booth, of course they have a booth, and they were teamed up with the guys from Vainglory. And I had already played Vainglory. I haven't given it a lot of attention because I like the idea of a MOBA and a mobile experience that's designed for touch, right? Because if you're gonna have it mobily, you need to design it for touch.
Yeah.
And it works really well. So I was like, all right, let me give it another try. So I got into the booth and I got myself like a string bag, like they give out like for swag. But the Vainglory string bag was some baller ass shit. Like it was high quality, had a zipper pocket, thicker straps. I was just like, because the Twitch bag that I had gotten from going to the Twitch panel, which was a major disappointment, and we'll go into that.
You should talk about that because
we should, but we are on Twitch, so I don't want to bite the hand that feeds me. You know what I mean? But the Twitch panel wasn't a disappointment. The lie about the great loot was a disappointment. So they actually had the Friends beta coming up when you could sign up for it, PAX East. If you're at a panel, that's where you learned about that, which I did sign up for it, so I should be getting info about it. And the best thing about it is it's sort of like it spreads infectiously. So when you get a Twitch friends like invite, when you can then invite as many friends as you like, and they now have the power to invite. So it will spread like that. So friends is just a way of keeping a friends list in Twitch, which they should have had for a while ago. That way you can whisper them on the fly. You don't have to worry about finding their name in chat or anything like that. And you can make groups later on. They have a lot of plans that we could detail, or you could just go to Twitch's own site and look that up. But the big, well, while we're on the topic, the big mess about that was they were like, oh, come to the Twitch panel. The first 500 gets swag bags. What was the exact wording? It was like full of loot.
Yeah, full of loot. Yeah.
It was like full of loot. And so I'm thinking, well, this is Twitch. They are now a major player in the gaming and video streaming space. Yeah. Loot has been diminishing from the years gone by in PAX, so I'm thinking they're really trying to draw people. We're going to get something really good. Lo and behold, you get there. What was it? We had to get there an hour and a half early, 2 hours early.
Yeah, I think so.
To break in.
It's pretty damn early. We're waiting in line for a while.
Yeah, we were in a queue room to go into the actual room because the line was queuing up in the queue room. So. For those who don't understand, a convention hall major in several rooms, so you may have a presentation in one room, and things that get so packed like PAX, they'll have the room next to it reserved just for people to wait in that line, so they can count the people that are supposed to get thing. Exactly, Joker's Grave. Joker's Grave was there too, and it was all lies. And so we get this Twitch bag. As you walk in, you get handed a Twitch bag, like a string backpack. And I'm thinking, perfect, this is great. One, I always like bags because I can stuff more loot into them, more swag into it. And then, what is Twitch going to give me? I'll probably get a wristband. I'll probably get some cool codes from games they partner with or something. Or, I don't know. You go in there, and there's this pin. I have it here. For pin collectors. It's this spaghetti string pin, which I guess I haven't been on Twitch long enough, or I haven't watched the popular people there long enough to understand the reference. I don't get the joke. And then there was a purple wristband, and that was it. That was their bag full of loot. And I'm just like, I just wasted 2 hours of my PAX life for a pin and a wristband. And if in their defense, per se, they did give away tickets to TwitchCon for one lucky person out of the 500 who were initially there. But that was false advertising. They blatantly lied. they blatantly lied, and I was pissed because I was like, now I'm gonna look at everything you had in a sour light because you blatantly just lied to me. So you're telling me about these great new features that you're popping, and I'm just like, I have a spaghetti string pin that I don't even understand what the fuck it means. Joker is right, because Jokers was kind enough to bring me food while I waited on the queue line. It was actually hilarious because he had to talk to one of the enforcers, and the enforcer just said, "Is there somebody named Alex in here?" And I have a common name. His real name is Alex. And I assume everybody turns around. So I'm like, wait, my name's Alex. He's like, your friend has food. And I'm just like, sweet. And everybody just breaks out laughing. It was moments like that that are funny. But for the pin and the wristband, it wasn't worth a 2-hour wait. And that becomes the majority of what managing PAX is about. Risk versus reward. You have 8 hours of expo hall time from 10 to 6. That's it. After that, I mean, you still have panels late at night. You've got concerts and after parties, depending if you feel like chasing the popular people around. But the expo hall, which is really what I focus on now, and the tabletop area, which is great. I'm getting every year I get back in the tabletop. It's because of PAX East, and I see and I play things there. you have 8 hours and you got to make it count. You can't spend 4 hours on the line for Overwatch or Battleborn because that's half your day. You only get 3. It's not like you get 4 at PAX Prime. So,
Seriously.
and besides, it hurts to stand on those lines. You can't sit down. You know, you're standing for hours and hours and hours, and if you're alone, if you're not with somebody, your friends split up, it's really, really rough. And luckily, I had gotten into the Overwatch stress test last week. That's when me and Serge were playing it. So I didn't have to get on that line, because I already got my hands on the game. I guess, spoiler alert, it's great. Go buy it. Sure. But, like I said, this year I felt like I had a lot more control. I was able to pick up lines that I liked. I never waited more than 30 minutes on the line. If you gave out like physical loot or codes, it was great. A lot of the indie games are great this year. And these are things that I'm behind the times on because they were already out. Like 20XX, this sort of local co-op Mega Man sort of platformer, Mega Man inspired platformer. And it works. The thing is, it works really well. The polish is there that you need for it to run smoothly for the demo at PAX. And I was sold. And I was just like, and they were selling keys at a discount there, which is the best. Steam keys. And that's the thing. They're distributing now games. You know, you can't buy games physically or indie games. So they say, you know, we'll give you a Steam key. We'll sell you a Steam key for a third of the price. They're like $5 Steam keys for these great experiences. Another one, which apparently was out for a while, was called Night Squad, and it's sort of this sort of top-down, sort of like Bomberman-esque night fighting game where you're fighting for a chalice. So a chalice spawns in the middle. You're in this sort of like maze-like place where you pick up power-ups and weapons and stuff, and you're all killing each other, which is really easy to die, one-hit kill. And you just respawn right away, but you're going to pick up chalice and bring it back to your individual color spot. Now the problem is, the minute you pick up the chalice, you're slowed. So you're just a sitting duck at that point. So it's a matter of just strategically moving around and killing people. It's really fun, and you should all give it a look, especially since it's so inexpensive, and it's a really polished experience from what I've seen so far. And I can imagine these games are only getting better. So shout out to those guys, and you've probably seen me tweet, especially about the 20XX. If you're following me at PntBlnk on Twitter, you would see me tweet about the things that I saw. Like I took the Hex booth, the card game, got to talk with a guy named Kyle. They were really great, just showing me how to play.
You actually talked to people?
Yeah, I got to talk with some of the presenters there. Got into a raffle. I'm garbage at raffles, so I didn't win anything.
You're also not good at coin tosses.
I'm not good at coin tosses. For people who don't get that reference, I've been playing a lot of Pokemon, the card game, lately, and I've gotten sort of MechTech and Sergio to give it a shot. And if anybody knows Pokemon and its difference to the card games, it's heavily reliant on coin flips for everything. So it's really a 50-50 chance of you getting anything right. And I was just failing at life with my flips. I would just, because Tails is usually positive effect. Heads is a positive effect, tails is a negative effect for the person flipping. Usually, that's how you can get the gist of it. And I would just flip tails all day long for myself. So it was just pretty bad. Nice job on the skin, Bronx, Giga. I've actually seen some other streamers like Fats play Brawlhalla, so I want to give that a shot as well. You guys can take a look at it. Can't be too expensive. I hear they're polishing the experience. What other games did I look at? I was at the Pokemon booth, since we're talking about Pokemon, the card game. Like I said, in my never-ending quest to get a card game going, either trading card game or collectible card game, like we discussed in episode 3. And we went to the booth, and I was able to play the card game against some folks, and you earn stamps, and you can actually get a physical theme deck, which I did pick up. I picked up this really cool theme deck from them for free just by going to the booth, taking a picture, which I tweeted, playing the card game. And the best thing about these decks now, since they're trying to promote the online card game, is that each of these theme decks come with a code that unlocks the that unlocks the deck in the online game. So it's been one of the more generous online games that I've seen for cards. And that allows trading and stuff. Like, you just get packs and packs and packs. But I'm not aware how the card space works yet. And for those that are interested, Jokers, I'll be sending out an email. You'll be involved. Nice. With the Groudon.
Yeah.
about
He's
what I
got
want to
one.
do in sort of creating this sort of card game side community where we just play, we pick a game that we all like and go. So there'll be details on that. And anybody in the casual consortium gaming community who wants a piece of this, we will be opening this up soon. I'm already opened up a Discord channel. Details will be out as soon as we get things solidified. There's a lot going on. I've been rambling, so I want to pass it on to you guys. I tried to give a detailed explanation of PAX. It was still really good. Quality of loot, of swag, has decreased significantly since my first year, but that's to be expected. Things get more expensive. The middle tier developer is now gone, so you don't have the people who kind of have the money, but don't have the recognition they need. So those people are gone, and those are usually the people who provided most of the thing. Working on that Yu-Gi deck. Yu-Gi-Oh is in the list, Joker. We are most definitely giving it a shot. It just doesn't have a significant online game component, so we'd have to do it.
Yeah.
We've talked about doing 2 games, one that we do IRL between our close circles of friends, and then one we do online that we can open up to people within the community that decide to join.
I thought it was between Pokemon and Hex that we're trying.
No, there's still Magic the Gathering, there's still but that's just coming out with a new game, so that's not it's not really in the running, but I want to keep an eye on it. The Elder Scrolls Legends.
Yeah.
I sent a link out in our chat earlier. I'll resend it. Sign up for the beta. Just take a look. 'Cause it's really cool. There's this 2-lane system, which sort of like Imagine Field Cards. Hey, Pee-wee.
Pee-wee.
Yes, Hex TCG.
Wait for the
G.com.
I finally have it installed. We just gotta play it now.
Let me double check to
I
make
gotta
sure that
play
link
it.
is right. Yeah. Give that a check out and look at it. It's pretty good. I just think it's interesting and it's new, so nobody, I don't understand it fully, and so we're all starting from a fresh ground, and it's from a bunch of guys that really love card games, and it's something that I've been, trying to get back into, because I fall in and out of love with it so many times, and I want to sort of create something a little bit more steady, and something that'll save space in the apartment, but something I can play with my friends, so there's a lot of features coming in. They have a single-player component. They've got, tradable cards. They have an economy and auction house. So you don't want to buy a card from them or try your luck in the PAX. You can buy individual cards based on in-game currency or real money currency. So they're taking it pretty seriously. And there's crazy things like when they have a co-op later. I talked to them because I remember they announced raids, that they want to come up with raids and dungeons in the future for the single-player campaign. So multiple card players playing against the computer in massive scale battles or tracks or puzzles. And they said, well, we're really working on it, but it's really hard to figure out because in a card game, well, let's say you have to counter something, and there's several turns and phases. Like in a card game, when you have a counter card, every phase it'll ask you, do you want to activate it? Do you want to activate it? Anybody who's played a card game online knows that problem. It's, oh, do you want to activate this now? Because you can, and when you activate it, it's important. The problem is when you have 5 people going against the computer and you all have to accept through the phases, that becomes a problem.
Yeah.
So they're trying to work out the kinks of how they're going to make that work. Elder Scrolls Legends, I talked to them about this issue, and they said, they're not coming out with a multiplayer component like that, but they said we cut that out because we have cards that call Prophecy, and you can only use them when a rune breaks, when you take some damage. So you don't have that phase problem when you can activate a card. You can only probably do it once or twice in a while, every couple turns or so. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. That speeds up the online game a lot, because a lot of the slowest parts about playing a game online is, do you want to activate now? Do you want them to go past their phase? Do you want them to go past their battle phase, their main phase, their draw phase? It's just like, click, 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 click. You start clicking because you don't want to bother.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. But I keep rambling. I'm sorry, guys. I was just really excited about PAX. There's so much that I've seen, and the energy there was just amazing. But you talk about this is your first PAX, Sergio.
It's not my first one. It was my second one, actually. I went to my first one like back in 2000 and oh man, when was this? 2012 maybe. Yeah, 2012 I think. I only went for the one day too as well. I managed to sneak in with like some developer card or invite thing, whatever.
You hid in someone's cart?
Yeah. And, I mean, it was cool. Like I was able to check it out, and there was definitely a lot more swag before. Like actually, my first time I went, I won a $25 like gift card from League of Legends during the tournament that they had. Or actually, Alienware had the tournament, and then I played that. And this time though, I didn't get too much. I mean, I was able to get that Twitch shirt that you're jealous of so much. It wasn't even purple; it was gray for whatever reason.
Yeah, because people don't like wearing purple shirts. I mean, we all got nice shirts now. Check out
I know, well, yeah. And you got the Zelda and Geo.
Yeah,
and
Shield.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like this time, I guess that maybe I started off wrong because like there was this portion of when you first entered PAX. I guess if you did like 40 push-ups, you could win a game or whatever. I don't remember what the name of the game was, but I was like, you know what? Even though I hadn't done push-ups in forever, let's see if I could do 40 in 1 minute. You know. It wasn't the best of ideas because, like, you know, I tried my best to get to 40, but unfortunately I stopped short of it, like, by 30. I got to 38 or 39 or something like that. And the guy finally had to call time, and I felt like he wasn't counting out my push-ups. Yeah, I wasn't doing it the best, but, I mean,
the fact that you could even think you could attempt 40 push-ups is amazing. I couldn't get... I will literally drop to the floor and not be able to push myself back up. It's just... I have to get back in shape.
I used to be able to do that, no problem. It's been so long since I've done any type of hardcore workout. I barely started running, so once I get the running down, once I get the running down, I'm gonna start hitting the weights more. And 40 push-ups in a minute shouldn't be a problem later. It's too late. I wasn't ready by Saturday. But yeah,
I'd do it. I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
You ready? You can do 40 in a minute?
Yeah, I think I can do it. But I've also been trying to get into shape for a wedding, so I have an advantage.
Nice. I don't know. Maybe I should have just went a bit slower, paced myself more. But I used to be able to do that, no problem. But I didn't win the game. I just got a wristband, which I honestly don't have anymore. But yeah, it was funny because it was like for veterans and stuff, supposedly. I almost wanted to pull out the veteran card and just be like, hey, can I get the game free anyway? But then I was like, you know what? It's okay. I didn't win it, so just gotta let that one go. I don't even know if the game was any good. I honestly don't remember the name of the game either. It was just a free game, so that was the appeal.
You're a better person than I am.
Yeah.
Alright.
But I would say that, let's see. I did have a lot of fun playing the Pokemon trading card game online. We were trying to win the card game, the cards. You know, the one you were talking about? Yeah. And we even managed to win a deck for Geo too, or at least you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Very much appreciated.
Yeah.
Not a problem. You know, when I come up, my friends come up. That's how I roll.
There you go.
That's how it is. And the game's not fun without... The game's more fun with more people. That's just how it is.
Oh, yeah.
You gave up on your bag.
Oh, wow.
Chat?
Yeah, he just got in.
What's going on, man? Thanks for stopping by.
So, yeah, I mean, I was surprised. I didn't realize, like, Pokemon, I never played Pokemon before. At least the trading card game.
Yeah, I was like, you played the game.
I played the game, yeah. I played, like, Pokemon the original and all that other stuff, but, like, I just never played the trading card game. I guess I was just too old by the time it came out or something. So it kind of went past me or whatever. But it was a lot more complicated than I realized. But once you get the handle of it, it's not so bad, but just jumping into it at first, it's a bit overwhelming, to be honest. But still a lot of fun. So I think that's probably one of the ones we might have to consider being one of the main ones we play. We'll see.
Yeah, well, having a card collection myself of Pokemon,
yeah,
really excited to.
That's fine. We can start Legacy. Oh, that's RN and not M. Okay, wow. Vision is hard. I'm referencing chat, but yeah, we can open like a Legacy sort of Legacy games where you can use all your old cards and stuff like that. You know, that's totally.
Oh yeah.
That's totally. I have no problems against that.
What was nice is like the trading card, the packs that you buy, you can actually unlock them online too.
That was
like
cool.
That is nice. I still haven't done it yet because I can't access my account for whatever reason. But as soon as I do that, then we can still play against each other online and practice.
No,
So,
yeah, most
that'd be
definitely,
good.
most definitely. Like and I like to give you guys to give the other games a shot, right? Like
Oh
play a
yeah.
little Magic, play a little Hex, play what else
Which
is there?
which Magic?
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Which Magic game?
Magic the Gathering?
The free one?
The original one? Oh, you mean like which game? The duels. I mean, I guess duels
Yeah.
would be the easiest way to get you into the game and learn. So, GI, I'd say get Magic Duels. It's like free on Steam, anyways. But if we're gonna play like trading cards and stuff like that, I don't know if they allow you to trade in that game. That's more like a
Oh,
CCG
yeah.
where you're just playing against people online with cards that you earn by playing and buying coins. And the real like tournaments and trading cards, like the real life analog, really comes with Magic the Gathering Online, which is a lot less pretty and a lot less user friendly. So that already is, yeah, nope, no trading, exactly. So these are all things that I'm going to chart out and explain to everybody on the list. So Joker, those friends that you had with us over the weekend, text me their info. I want to send them out an email too. I want them in on this if they want to be in on it. And I know that I don't know if they're gonna be okay if it's not Yu-Gi-Oh that we go with, but we may not go with one game. We may go with one game for online and one game for offline.
Yeah,
So
could
it's
do
just a
that
matter
too.
of that. We can do that. There's just talks about it,
Yeah.
and then we could talk about doing the online game and opening that up to the community and starting tournaments with prizes and stuff like that. Like I got
Yeah.
for going to the booth, I got like a Hex tournament code. Okay, good. I didn't show
Nice.
the code for it.
I
I was like, but yeah, I also got a bunch of these codes for Twitch. So they give you like a free turbo for a month. But the problem is,
Yeah, no ads.
I grabbed a bunch of them, but then I realized that it requires a credit card. So it's one of those things where you have to be, I guess, perceptive to cancel the trial before it auto rolls.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I want to give that out because I don't want people saying, "Oh, I put my credit card in and they started charging me per month." It's just like, "Oh, it's for a free month," and I don't even know, if, So if you want to try a free month, hit us up in chat.
Sure. And I'm trying to think of what else I saw at PAX East that I really liked.
Yeah.
I was able to try the PlayStation VR.
How
That was. It wasn't too bad. The graphic, I guess the graphical quality of it wasn't the greatest. Especially coming from like Gear VR, which amazingly like has I think I'm pretty sure it has a higher
resolution.
fidelity or whatever, or resolution or whatever. But yeah, that's the only thing that kind of threw me off. I'm just like, I don't think I would spend like, what is it, $400 or $500 on getting like a camera, getting the two move sticks, and then getting the headset as well, just to play games that I want to be able to see the best quality that is possible now versus like I don't know when they would improve on that for PlayStation VR. It was still really cool. Like it's a nice intro for somebody who's never used VR before, but I don't know. I'm gonna stick with my Oculus Rift right now and my Touch whenever that comes out.
No, you're absolutely right. Like the PSVR is the option for the person who already has half of that Prime VR investment already spent, right? Because the average VR headset's going pretty much around $800 US. For PlayStation VR, those people, they're targeting people who already bought the computer half, right? They bought the $400 PS4 or Neo, depending on what you want to go by now, if you're going to buy the new one. But they have that money already invested, so all they have to do is spend the other $400 to pick up the headset. And if they're PlayStation loyal fans, they may still have the Move controllers and not throwing them out or giving them away. Or they probably already have the camera, which is also required, so they spend a little bit more. But if you think about it, PC gamers need a PC powerful enough to run VR.
Yeah.
So it comes out to be the same thing, but for people who already have that foot in the door to PlayStation, to open that door up. And it looks like they got some pretty compelling experiences lined up, so I'm excited to see what they do.
I wish I could have tried. They had an Until Dawn game where you're kind of like basically shooting vampires or zombies or whatever. I really wanted to try that one, but unfortunately I couldn't get on that one. Instead, I played like one game that I played already on the Gear VR, which it looked a bit better in different ways, but also worse in different ways, if that makes sense. Because I guess they're learning how to maximize whatever graphical power is on the PS4, and also working within the limits of the display that they have on the PlayStation VR. But yeah, I don't know. I really wish I got to try the Until Dawn, and I wish I could have tried this. There's a set of one where you're racing down a hill. You're supposed to be lying down or something like that. I forget what they call that. But that one looked pretty interesting. Unfortunately, I don't think they had that one to try out. That's pretty happy. I know you tried you tried one of the VR, right? The pedaling one?
Oh no, that was my wife. She had tried the Zoom. She's talking about it in chat right now.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was pretty cool. I read about it before, and it sounds kind of cool.
Cool.
Oh, she actually linked it too. Sweet.
Nice.
It's too bad Dio couldn't go though.
Yeah, I'm definitely going next year. Definitely, for sure.
Yeah. Be ready.
And
I mean, like, be ready for October.
Well, as soon as my wedding is done, I'm saving money aside for that. Remember, I got to get my PC, so I got to save up money for the PC. And, yeah. So, I got a few things going, but we'll get it done.
We'll get it done. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. We're going to be rolling deep next year. Because it's going to be harder and harder. It's been harder and harder to get tickets every year. Like, this is the first year I had to buy, like, secondhand tickets. I had to buy them from StubHub. They turned out to be legit, which is really nice. I didn't have to worry about that.
Also, I don't know. I got lucky by my ticket secondhand. I was able to get it like for $40 off of eBay, so that was nice.
Yeah, I don't fucks with eBay anymore. I just don't. I really don't. Explaining how I got burned. I think it was 2 episodes ago too. Like, I don't fuck with that. But hey, it worked out. You got in. We hung out. It was really cool. And the saddest part is we got to wait another year to do it again. So
yeah,
it's alright. Yeah. I can only look forward to go to one a year.
Yeah. But alright, cool. So, I guess, sorry, going back to that question you had for Gio, or for all of us, I guess. I'm kind of curious, like, what Gio's been playing lately.
Oh, I'm still stuck on Smite. I don't know, I just can't stop playing it.
Got him addicted.
We got him.
I don't know what it is, but I keep playing the game. And
you should.
Like,
it's a good game.
I was, unfortunately, I was in the hospital all of last week. My fiance was sick, but while she was sleeping, I managed to get a couple games in.
Oh wow! I was
just sitting on the table there, just waiting for her to wake up. So
using the hospital Wi-Fi, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it worked out great. No lagging or anything. So
really? Wow. Go hospital Wi-Fi. You must have been on the employee Wi-Fi.
I was on the guest one.
Nice.
And I had all my devices hooked up on that. Yeah. So,
awesome.
But yeah, I've been playing Smite, and then played Pokemon with Sergio and Alex this past weekend. It was nice. So it brings me back, way back. Because last time I played was middle school and didn't remember any of the rules. So.
Yeah, that's going hella back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's been around for a while. I mean, don't get me wrong, nothing's been around as long as Magic the Gathering has. It's pretty much the godfather of all, collectible and trading card games. Everybody from Hearthstone to Hex owes something to Magic the Gathering online. But Pokemon is probably the next oldest that's currently still playable.
Yeah.
I would say of the popular franchises, Pokemon's like the latest one. I'm waiting for augmented reality, like the HoloLens, to make card games a little bit more Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, remember the cartoons where they had the holo deck? Imagine you just playing a card game with a HoloLens on. You place a card down, the monster pops out. Like they already do
Yeah,
that for the 3DS, like when they do the augmented reality with the 3D.
Oh yeah, yeah.
HoloLens. You're just playing, a game like a card game, and place it on the thing. It recognizes the card. The monsters come out, and it recognizes voice commands or something. Attack, monster attack.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. That'd be great.
Incorporating voice like that. That'd be awesome, man.
Yeah. Patent pending. Careful for the try to nice shot. Yeah, but the AR cards are a really cool idea. So it can be done. It's obviously been done before, and what they're doing with it are way stronger than card games on the table. Because at least card games on the table, if you have a playmat, you can force the cards to be in a specific position every time, so it's easy to recognize. With not necessarily amiibo cards. We're talking about originally with the 3DS when they came with these little question block cards that that had a picture on the back. So you take a look at the picture through the 3DS camera, and that image would come to 3D life through the 3DS.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, VR is the future, Bronx Chica. That's where everything is going, and it's going to stay because it's unlike, let's say, curved televisions or 3D televisions.
Oh, yeah.
It's something that has applications everywhere else. In education, in art, in finance, or just marketing and sales. It has an application everywhere. You're designing in 3D. You're drawing pictures in 3D. Your textbooks are now in 3D. You're seeing a human diagram right there. Like VR is the future because it's going to have so many applications outside of gaming. Right now, the problem is gaming is highly graphical, right? So it makes sense that's where it's really getting its commercial, I guess, baby steps in, where people who know how to make compelling experiences with video and graphics can then shape, and are already familiar with 3D models, can now shape that for a 3D space. And that's really why I feel that VR is here to stay. And people are doubling down on it, and they're spending a lot of money on it.
I mean, even for
Just great.
medical reasons, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's great that they, people are getting into it, especially for those that don't want to spend the money, because those that are spending the money will make it cheaper for us eventually, I think.
They will go
once
down.
it becomes really popular. Yeah.
Prices most definitely will go down. It's just a matter of this is the really first commercial iteration, and you've got high prices. I mean, technology gets better every year, so the bare minimum required is not going to be so hard to hit, and we're just hoping that enough gets sold that they continue to iterate on the hardware. So we're going to expect this to be like a console in that that they expect to hold it for a few years. So it's really an investment like a console. You get a Vive, you get an Oculus Rift, you get a PSVR, you expect that to be the piece of hardware. So I can see it still floating, going down into the console range, $400, $500, in the next couple iterations. And that would make sense. But they should go down. It's just it needs to make the splash. They need to recoup it. They need to see that it's profitable. And then when this becomes widespread, they can afford to drop the prices because they're making that profit.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I gotta say, this is like. Should I just give a quick review of what I've experienced so far with my?
Please do. That's why it's episode 5.
Oculus Rift.
Ooh.
And it's nice. I like it so far.
So fancy.
It's so light. I'm just like, when I picked it up, I was just like, I don't know, comparing it to the Gear VR that I had, this is like ridiculously light, or at least the balance of it is like so well thought of. Just it's pretty easy to put on, and one of the things is I just got to try the PlayStation VR. I found out about the sign-ups for the Vive and the Oculus with Touch too. They actually had Oculus with Touch at PAX East. Way too late, unfortunately. It was my only day that I went, which is on Friday, and I found out, I found out too late that I could sign up for it. So otherwise, I would have tried. I wanted to try Oculus Touch so bad. I just wanted to touch the Touch, I guess. But anyway, I guess so far as I could tell, like this thing is pretty. It's light. The biggest thing that I like so much about this is the headphones, the sound quality that you get out of these. it's I don't know, it's pretty damn amazing. Like it sounds so good. Even for headphones such as those, I didn't know you could get headphones like that size and still have good enough bass output and even like good localization of hearing. I guess the drivers they're using for sound localizations within a 3D space is like really good as well, because in some of the things like they have something called Oculus Dreamscapes, where you kind of go through different scenarios basically, and you can just hear things off in the distance, and it really helps give you a sense of presence as things are moving closer or going behind you and everything else. I also got it came with this little nifty remote, which is pretty useful, and I think in Dreamscapes, or there's another one, Farlands, where you use this mostly really, and it's pretty intuitive to use. I like Farlands because I don't know, I think it shows what is capable even with a display. I guess some people would say isn't the most highest of qualities, but since they're trying to use 2 displays, one for each eye, and still provide 90 hertz for a refresh rate, it's pretty intense for any one computer to do. And anyway, the Farlands, I thought it was pretty cool because you see these creatures roaming around. You get to pick fruit and stuff, and kind of teleport around and interact in some ways with the creatures there. And I don't know, they can come right up to you, and you can lean in and look at them closely. And I don't know, it's been pretty cool so far. One of the other things I got to try was Lucky's Tale, which I guess there's just the one part I got to speak about is just when he kind of digs underground, kind of like Mario going down a plumber's pipe.
The main character?
Yeah, the main character, Lucky, but he digs into the ground and he goes underground, and so they bring you up to a screen that's kind of flat, but you can move your head into it. So if you imagine there's this wireframe here, and you can move your head into pretend this is my head. Yeah. I can move my head in this close, and it's like I'm looking into a dollhouse or something, if that makes sense. And I'm looking at Lucky, and even when you get that close, Lucky has a reaction of what are you doing? You're getting too close. And then he kind of messes around and he looks back at you and he smiles and even twirls around a little bit. And it's just so weird because he's there in front of you and he's it's volumetric. You can see the curves and the edges, and it's sticking out at you. This is true 3D. This is it's almost, well, I mean, as close as we can get without having a holodeck.
No, you're absolutely right.
It's just, I don't know, it's crazy because I described it as dollhouse, and with the dollhouse, I could actually stick my head into it, and I could look around, and look around a beam basically, and kind of look down the hallway in a sense. It was just, I don't know, that gave me a sense of wow, I feel like I'm actually here and not really this is on a TV screen or something. This just gave me a sense of it's how real it is almost. That's the best way to put it.
No, there's a difference between viewing an object in a 3D space and viewing a character in a 3D space in that first-person view, where your senses are tied to motion and looking around, and that character acknowledging your presence in that 3D space, right?
Yeah.
That makes that experience compelling. So every game does it now, where they do head tracking, so the NPCs will look at you as you move.
Mm-hmm.
And you get followed. That was introduced in Half-Life 1. But now you're so connected to that first-person view because of your head movement changing the camera, because of your hands manipulating it. I don't have the D20 ring on. We're trying to find out what that scratching sound is. I'm assuming, Joker? Does anybody have anybody chopping or?
No, that was my dog. Sorry. When he wants to get comfortable, he scratches at his sofa or something to dig a space for himself.
All right, there we go. There you go. No, it's cool. Dogs are dogs, and this is a talkative podcast or a conversational podcast. So Panchito has his say too.
Hey, Serge, I have a question about what you've experienced so far. Now, with the Gear VR that you had me try, I got motion sickness. Yeah. Do you think that because of the better quality, I guess, that it would sort of take away the motion sickness?
I think, it should help with the motion sickness, especially with the, again, I think that a big part of it is the refresh rate. If there's any skipping, any stuttering, any basically like frame lag, then you're just going to end up having your mind's not going to be able to like I guess pretend or fake itself. It's just going to get whatever visual cues it needs in order to actually get itself set into this particular space that you're in. It's not going to have those anymore, so it's just going to be all confused and be like, oh, what the hell's going on? Like, you know, and then that's what's going to kind of, you know, push you away from it and give you a more horrible experience. I got to admit, with Lucky's Tale, when I first was jumping around and looking around at the same time, it did give me a little nauseous, but then that kind of disappeared as I got more and more used to it, you know. But Lucky's Tale is supposed to be one of the more comfortable ones too, as well. I'm probably still going to be getting my VR legs or whatever. But I honestly think, like, hopefully with this one, that's why I want you to try it so badly, because I want to see what you think of it so far. And there are like very sitting or minimal experiences where you're not really moving or having to move, and you're just able to enjoy what's going on around you, which I think you'll really like. So I don't know. I can't wait. I wish Alex was still here to see it too. when he was here in town.
Why didn't it come on Friday?
I know. Like, I wish it would have came a lot earlier. That's why I wanted it. That's why I was trying so hard to get it early, because I knew he was coming from PAX East. But I had no control over shipping and all the manufacturing problems that they had.
From what I hear, no one has control over shipping.
I know.
Including Oculus.
It's alright. We'll make it out to New York, hopefully soon.
And I could take it.
So.
I could take it if you want. There are some complaints I've had about it though so far. I mean, mostly it's going to be mostly it's going to get me getting adjusted for it. One of the things is, like, I guess trying to find like more of a sweet spot, or where everything is focused. I notice things tend to be more focused in the center of your viewing, like wherever you're looking at it exactly, and then everything else around it tends to be a bit blurry in some ways. More on the outer edges. And since I'm a stickler for like fine detail, that kind of like bothers me a little bit. But once you start playing like the games like Lucky, or once you're not looking at not to say a picture, but like you're not in home or something like that, where you're easily distracted, it's a lot harder to tell. Like when I'm in Lucky's Tale, everything looks freaking awesome. Like everything's sharp, everything's like colorful and well made and everything. And so I haven't tried Eve Valkyrie because for some reason the signups are down or whatever, which sucks. But hopefully tomorrow, I sent in the support ticket. We'll see how that goes tomorrow. There are those God Race. Huh?
Is Eve Valkyrie a paid game?
It came free because I pre-ordered the Oculus Rift.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be it's a $50 or $60 game, and some people complain that since it's like that much, it's like I don't know. They don't know if it's necessarily worth the price or whatever if you didn't get it with the pre-order. And I guess the other thing I was worried about is like the God rays they talked about, or basically there's like some blurring or kind of like stretching of light across the lens, and that's due to the Fresnel hybrid lenses that they use in the Oculus Rift. And it is apparent, especially in the high contrast scenes where you have black and white.
Yeah.
To me, it makes it look like it's sometimes blurry to me whenever I have scenes like that. But when that's not in effect, everything else looks like, again, really crisp, really, really nice. You know, for where we are, I guess at this stage of in our VR lives. But so far, I mean, even beyond that, I'm still really enjoying myself, and I'm really looking forward to getting like Chronos, which is supposed to be another good one. It's in the vein of Dark Souls and a lot of those very difficult games. And I also want to try. This is another one. Well, I want to try Virtual Desktop, which I've heard is pretty good. You can potentially play some games, and you can play PlayStation 4 remote play through that.
Joker wants to know, did it have a color blindness function?
I didn't see one, but I haven't gone too in depth on, so this is more of just a preliminary type of look at it. So I would hope they do. I mean, it seems I've seen that in a lot more games, like even League of Legends, they have a colorblind mode.
Okay.
And you know what, Gio, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna get a Dreadhalls too, so that way you could try that again and see what the difference is between the Gear VR and then this Rift with that too as well. And I forgot to show this. This is like the little camera that they have.
Okay.
That keeps track. It's the only one that they have right now because they'll probably, with the touch, whenever that comes out, they'll probably have to release another camera to help reduce any type of occlusion that may happen because of your body. But so far I'm pretty happy with it.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Awesome.
Okay. So, does it block out a lot of ambient sound? Like I didn't see the headphones that you had. Are they like earbuds or are they like over the ear?
They're like over the ear. I don't know if you can see that really well.
Oh, yeah, I can see them.
So,
I can see them.
yeah, so they just kind of like, let me see if I got this. There we go. So yeah, they just like right here and they slide in, and you can also unscrew them too. So if you want to use your own headphones, you can. There's like this little screw here.
Okay.
Cool.
And it comes with a little tool, so that way you can do it and take them off if you want. Which I just realized that's what it was for. I was like, what the hell is this thing for? This stick. And I just realized.
You gotta read the instructions, my friend.
I got no time for instructions. I just got time to start playing games. And so far as it is, I mean, it seems to block out a lot of sound, especially if you turn up the volume on the headphones. Oh man, but I gotta say the clarity on the headphones is, and I'm a stickler for that too. My hearing's not that great, so I mean, this is just like it was like so good. And the weight, I would say,
Does it fit tightly on your ears? The headphones?
No, the headphones like just rest, like depending because you can move them like back and forth. So like see, like they can go like you can push them out like that, and they're like fully movable, and it just like sits upon your ears, and they're pretty soft too. Like I'm touching it right now, and it's like a little pillow on your ears essentially. That bursts out this like really, really, really nice sound. I can't get over how good the headphones are. I wonder if that's the reason why for an increase on the price, because the cans that they have on there are really, really nice. And the weight of this thing, again, like it's so light, like it's pretty much like putting on a baseball cap. The one thing I need to figure out, or at least I'm gonna have to learn right now, is like finding that sweet spot of to make everything kind of like clear and not so fuzzy. Also make sure that and learn how to adjust it for other people. So once I get my wife to be able to use it, I'm gonna have to make sure you have to change like the height settings, and then also have them look through it and readjust the head straps and all that. So
and that's the thing I think about multi-user households, where every time you want to switch headsets, like there can't be a game where you need to switch back and forth. Like when you play the old games, you just pass the controller after one death. You can't do that with a VR headset because you have to readjust the headset every time.
Yeah, that'd be annoying. That'd be really annoying.
I guess it wouldn't be a problem for twins.
Yeah, probably not. I guess that's why I can't wait for like whenever they get rid of the wire on it, because then you could just carry around your headset wherever you want and have it connect automatically like a controller that you take to a friend's house and just hook up that way, and you could be in a shared experience in a room. That's what I imagine this is going. I'm pretty sure people are going to start having a VR room in their houses, essentially, to where they can pretty much travel wherever the fuck they want, or wherever they want to go, essentially, At least that's what I'm going to have. I'm going to have a VR room in whatever house I may have in the future. But, yeah, it's awesome, man. I'm loving it so far, even though it's just, I've only got to use it like an hour, maybe.
Nice. All right, so let's.
Joker.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fights waiting to happen, and a lot of broken, expensive VR headsets.
I don't know, trying to fight over it. Imagine if there were kids again.
Gimme, drop.
Ooh. I know, man. Well, first off, my parents wouldn't have been able to afford a computer that could run the VR headset. And second, they definitely couldn't afford the VR.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those things like computers used to be, like laptops used to be. It's just something you don't get for smaller children, because
unless it's like a Bluetooth laptop.
Yeah, and even for teens, it's like you get them once and you never buy it again. You just say, all right, you break it, you're done. That's it, no more.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Working in a computer repair shop, we started around the time where it's like, all right, we can now finally start suggesting a computer per child because you don't want them fighting over it. But even then, for kids, I would just never suggest a laptop unless it was like ridiculously cheap, like a Chromebook or something.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I do gotta say for Joker's, what Joker was talking about, I honestly, because I have this VR headset, I want honestly as many people to try this as possible. Like, I'm even willing to like let people who like run the apartment building we're at to come up and try it. I want to tell them like, yeah, I got my package. It was Oculus. If you want to check it out, you can come by. And I mean, I want to share it with everybody.
Good neighborhood.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes,
that's true.
a good neighborhood.
Yo,
I'm not gonna just
tell people you got that in the house. You gonna come home and everything's gonna be broken.
I know.
Well,
I know.
Put a sign up on your door. It's like, yeah, just come on in.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just so good that I feel like it's not something I can just keep to myself. You know, it's something I want to share with everybody because
you're an
I'm
early
excited about
adopter,
it.
and you're exactly what these companies love: an early adopter. You shelled out the cash to get the first thing, and an evangelist, and that's how these things spread. This is what the Vita lacks: evangelists, people who will buy the game and get people to play the games and stuff like that. Because I fell back in love with my Vita this weekend, and now it's just time to put the 3DS away, start playing the Vita again.
Nice.
I tend to switch back and forth between the two, but 3DS was on top for a while.
Well, it's just nice. They pull you in with that. What is it? That freaking the Street Pass, you know? Because then you want to walk around with it. You have it on you all the time, and it's there, you know.
No, Street Pass is a brilliant idea, and Sony's Near is nowhere near close to the ease of use and the ingenuity of Street Pass. Street Pass is tied to almost every game, and the technology literally means walking past people. I'll be on the train and pass someone on the platform, and my thing will go off because I've tagged them. They're able to transfer that much information that quickly with so little overhead, so little battery drainage, that it makes it the better thing. And then they actually had free, useful things to do with it. With Nier, nothing happens when you find out people are nearby besides, hey, do you want to buy this game from the store? The 3DS will tell you, 4 people said they were playing this game lately. Would you like to check out the store? But beyond that, you have free games on there, like the puzzle collector piece, like you collect puzzle pieces to Nintendo-themed panels that are free, that you get the pieces for just tagging people. Each person, if they have a piece, they'll give it to you, and that's such a crazy incentive for the crazy collectors like I am, who has that OCD tick to fill every panel. And then there's the Find Me, which is, I think, a rather brilliant RPG, mini RPG based off of, location tagging, off of 3DS tagging, because every person you tag is a soldier you have to go and rescue yourself that gets kidnapped.
Yeah.
And it works flawlessly, and it's really cool because they have powers depending on the color of the shirt, which when you decide you're me, it's just whatever color shirt you want to wear. What's your favorite color? They ask you, and they make that your shirt color. So if you're red, you have fire power. If you're white, you can illuminate a dark room. And they made parts of the game so that you need someone of a specific color. If someone has a yellow shield, you can't break it unless you have a knight with a yellow shield, or you have someone with magic to bypass it.
Yeah. That's pretty much what they do. I gotta ask you, like, you barely got started on the 3DS, right?
Yeah, I was obsessed with Zelda for a good week or two till I beat it. So, downloaded what was that? Triforce Heroes. Yeah, that was pretty fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and Alex actually told me he owns the game. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Oh, man. Like, we should have been playing.
We should have, but we were busy playing Pokemon.
I know, yeah.
Times of the day.
You're busy teaching me, and I was busy, I guess, beating you on my first time. So.
Oh, shots fired, shots fired. All right, everybody wants to beat the boss. That's how it works. Everyone's going to take their victory and run.
Yes, that's exactly what I did. I waited until I beat him, and then I was like, no, I'm done playing.
Alright.
Saving the moment.
But that's quite alright, because we can resolve this online pretty quickly.
Oh, we will. We will. Especially after I start learning some. You know what I gotta ask for the Pokemon Online? Do you know if how do you get cards? Like, can you buy them without spending real cash?
You can. There's like a single player mode. It's called Trainer Challenge, and you use basic decks or any decks that you've unlocked to play computer characters from easy to hard. And as you beat them, you'll get, as you play games against people online with whatever generic deck you have, with standard regular deck you have, you'll earn Pokemon coins. It's just a big P on a golden coin. And with those, you can buy decks. And when you first start and playing, like if you beat someone a certain number of times till you fill up like 5 stars of beating them, so you just mastered whooping that person's ass, you get like a booster pack. Like, it's been pretty generous with the cards they've been giving out.
Wow.
I mean, they don't let you trade the booster packs. Booster packs that you trade, you probably have to buy or earn playing PvP. But they're still adding cards to your collection, which you then can use in PvP, where you build a deck of your own.
Yeah. That's not too bad. That's not too bad.
Yeah, it's been pretty generous. And I'm like, wow, I didn't know that, Pokemon was such a solid game. I mean, I guess there's a reason why they have it at the Pokemon World Championships. It's not just a video game.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to try it out.
It should be good. Just got to make sure we report back.
Yeah. Trust me. Joker, you as well. Send me your friend's contact information. I'll have a list and probably a spreadsheet out with what we want to do, because this is also going to be something we do along with the Let's Plays and the game sessions that we want to record or stream. We'll talk about that going forward. We'll play games like Night Squad, because that's easier to stream, because we don't have to worry about multi-streaming. Like, I can just stream it from my thing and everybody can see where everybody's at.
Oh, so, sweet, yeah.
There's more than the podcast that we want to do. We just want to keep it, right now we just want to stay consistent with the podcast, build a following, and then do the Let's Plays during the other time of the week.
Yep. I think that's, it's already 10 o'clock, so I don't know if we're sticking to a schedule or if we want to ask questions, or what do you guys think?
Oh, no. This is a conversational podcast. We don't have to,
We don't have a hard line?
Yeah, we don't have a hard line. If we want to keep talking, we can keep talking.
All right. That sounds
good. How you whisper people?
I don't know. You probably got to right-click on their name on the Twitch, or left-click.
No. It says like ban and purge. I don't want to do that.
Oh, that's weird. On mine, when I left-click on people, it says whisper. I have a button that says whisper.
Yeah, same here.
Which one does it look like?
Is this a big button that says whisper?
Yeah.
I don't have one for him. I don't know why.
Huh.
That's weird.
I got purge, maybe because I'm like the channel moderator?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that could be why. But, alright.
Add remove, send user message, user follow, purge. Not purging nothing. All right.
Trying to figure.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I think this would be a good place to stop anyway, because I honestly want to get back to my Oculus Rift.
And we won't hold you. We stuck to the hour, right? Like, we're still working this out, the details of the podcast, how we're working, but I think we've got something good going on so far. I really do. I love that a lot of places have dead chat, and we've got great people like Kiki, Bronx Chica, Joker that keep this chat live. The topic for next week is usually decided the day before, and sometimes the day of. Forgive us for next week.
Yeah.
But if that's something that will help you get people to watch more, we'll start thinking earlier in the week and to sort of create a topic list for now. Like, the title for this episode, I just came up with like 15 minutes before the show started. And that's something I'm trying to do, add titles to the show, so when people look, they can see what we're talking about or the main topics for the show that week.
No, I think that's a good idea. That's a good idea. All right. Civil War Week. What's that?
Is that the movie?
Oh, wait. Yeah, is Civil War coming out? No, that's in June, isn't it?
No, it's May.
It's May?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, May is next week.
Can't wait. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
All right, cool. Captain America: Civil War. There we go.
I'm watching it. 6.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yes, something else to look forward to. I'm happy. All right, guys. That was pretty good. Thanks everyone for coming by and stopping, checking us out.
Yes, we appreciate all the love, all our regulars coming out and showing us the love like we really need to. That being said, any questions, comments, things that you want to discuss, things you want us to discuss, please feel free. If your email's your thing, with hands, email casualconsortiumgaming@gmail.com, Twitter, casualcgaming, and on the bottom of our page, right below the video, you'll see all of our personal Twitters. If you want to tweet out at one of us, check us out, what we've been up to. I've tweeted a couple photos, actually quite a bit, about PAX East. Go check those tweets out. The companies that I've tweeted out about, a lot of them really deserve the views and the looks and the respect that they got. Once again, any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, please send them to one of those 3 channels. We're listening. And once again, we'd like to thank everybody for stopping by. Every view counts. Everybody that stops by chats, keeps dead chats kill things more than anything else. If there's even 3 people in chat, as long as those 3 people are talking, there's a conversation to become a part of, and we want to expand the conversation that is gaming and gaming culture. So once again, thanks a lot, everybody. We'll be back next week. Stay tuned to the Twitter account. We will be announcing when we're doing things like the card game tournaments and the Let's Plays. So please stay tuned. Once again, thanks a lot, everybody, and we'll see you next week, Monday, 9 p.m. All right, thanks a lot, everybody.
Later.